Hello, dear beautiful souls, and welcome to this moment, to this session, Universal Self Healing Session. We know how much you like to be told what to do and to deliver a healing session in which you think I will be healing you. This session is designed for you to connect to your multidimensional selves in all timelines, planets, galaxies, and why not? The entire multidimensional spectrum of creation. First, we will go through the preparation of a session. It's a process designed by the energetic synthesis and Liza Remy. You can download the manual HGS Calibration Manual yourself from the website of the energetic synthesis. Second, for this session, we will start with page 25 of the manual. Step 5. Set personal space and protected session field in home or office. I would say pretty much any space you want to set up your personal space field to feel secure, protected, and rejuvenated while you feel the GSF force field surrounding you and the entities or beings you have permission to represent in any given time and space. Third, we will go through an actual practice on how to create your daily session of energetic work. This is much more than just sitting and meditating on your navel. That's a thing you do regularly, and that's why you love these healing sessions. Because they are so much more than just meditating on your navel. From now on, I will ask you to take in what resonates with you and work with it. With what doesn't resonate with you, you can do pretty much as your will desire. Connecting to yourself, the best version of yourself, the Christ self and God force, is very personal. That's why we usually state these words first and foremost, because we wish that you can be as comfortable as possible in order to enjoy peacefully these sessions. There will be something that will resonate with you and something that will not resonate with you. So maybe we can be of help, and these guidelines for the healing sessions we create to be useful in your day-to-day life while promoting health and wealth of body, mind, and spirit in perfect balance and in harmonic cooperation or co-creation. For us, you are a God, sovereign, and free multidimensional being, the universal citizen roaming free wherever you choose to be. So thank you for your time and dedication to be the best version of yourselves. Prepare for session. Take some deep, nice inhales as you settle in the peace and calm of yourself. Don't force anything. Just stay there, breathing at your own pace. Hello again. Step 5. Set personal space and protected session field in home or office. What is that? When opening an energy session or creating a protected and clear energetic container at home for your family, it is an energetic concept to create the circle or set the space for your consciousness intention. This is called setting the grid, which is setting the personal energies in your space to create the resonant frequencies that support your physical and energetic body. Every person has a unique energy signature frequency, so you will want to imbue your energy and your loving heart in whatever space you are creating. This will protect you from lower density energies and create a clear and clean, energetic space for your session work. When you create the space, you are now the one in charge, and it's up to you to have the clarity to decide what is acceptable and be firm to enforce your boundary. When doing set personal space for session work, your main objectives are: A. Opening the field. Command your personal space with a clear energy container to repel dark entity manipulation and breaches of your energy field. B. Communicating directly. Maximizing God force and light source to amplify your handshake hub for focused session work. C. Clearing up shadow elements, setting up a shadow vortex to remove and clear out any debris in your environment or shadow elements that need to be cleared away from you, your client family. When doing energy work, you do not want to leave an energetic mess in the space, as it attracts astral entities. Be sure to set this portal up for efficient spiritual container cleanup. B. Session content and intention. Creating the core soul protection within the session work so that any ancestors, past or future entities, identities, spiritual attachments, etc., you can choose to be protected and transited through the light source and energy container that you have set up with this specific purpose. This means if you encounter any kind of entity or any displaced souls, you can lead them to help through the spiritual light source of the 12D field. Many times, when clearing in energetic sessions, you will come across entity attachments, traumatized souls, people who have passed their body, however, they are still in pain or lost in the earth plane, or other spiritual energetic issues. E. Closing the field. After session content is set up or completed, be sure to close and end your session communication link. The set personal space command is in the technique section. Please refer to page 41. When learning to work with setting your personal space or energetic session container, you can use the technique as a verbal command. To entrain the system code, it is suggested you become proficient with repeating the command in your space as much as desired. When you have repeated this command to entrainment with your nervous system, the process of setting up space will become automatic, and you will not need to verbally repeat the command every time. With repeated session work, you are able to mentally focus energy amplifications in the environment as you feel guided to strengthen certain areas. Example, the portal or other issues you are made aware of. And now the basic guideline or structure that you can find at the HGS Calibration Manual. Avatar of Ascension, Hieros Gamos, Inner Balance to Sacred Marriage. Empowered Self-Mastery. Again, empowered self-mastery, finding your energetic core and remembering your spiritual purpose. Let's begin session calibration. Connect to your inner core. Authentically declare your intention from your heart to resolve authority issues and defer your ego to serve God oneness. Activate your inner spirit and core shield, the 12D field hub. From within your 12D hub, create the hub handshake with Unity Intelligence Crystal Star. Boundary test. I am God, I am sovereign, and I am free. Prepare for session calibration. 1. Axiatonal alignment and correction of reversal polarities in aura. 2. Reconnection of spiritual energetic communication links. 3. Set neutral association or observer point. Remain non-attached to the outcome. 4. Determine physical body core stability, yes or no. 5. Choose amplifier and grid system. This is optional. 6. Set personal space and protected session field in home or office. 7. All systems are go. Continue to multidimensional reconnections and session content. 1. Axiatonal alignment. Correction of reversal polarities. Balance, center, and stabilize core. Left to right, left, female. 4, 7, 10, 1, 5. Right to left, right, male. 3, 6, 9, 2, 8. Unify. I am unity. Second, reconnections. Open all spiritual, energetic communication links between God, mental bodies, and body parts. Body parts. This one I love very much. So, God, avatar, monad, soul, etheric, nadis, mind, brain, central nervous system, spinal cord, physical body. God, consciousness, mind, body, part. God, conscious, mind, brain, body, part. God, conscious, mind, central nervous system, body part. God, conscious, mind, spinal cord, body part. Third, neutral observer point. Healing is a non-verbal and non-linear process. Release the mind, be neutral, and increase perceptive feelings. No judgment, replace with discernment. Fearlessness and timelessness. Compassionate witness. Breathe in deeply and relax. Affirm, I am neutral. Fourth, ask yes or no. Once you reach this step, you will have many potentials to work with. Therefore, if until now the session was more general, now it becomes very personal or group-oriented. The sessions are for both private, personal, and groupal. Ask yourself, is my physical body and core stabilized to continue? A. Answer is yes. Continue to step 5. B. The answer is no. Apply physical matrix reconnection program. B. Physical matrix reconnections. Skeletal structure, bone, cranium, spinal column, spinal nerves, muscular ligament, circulatory and lymphatic system, venous and arterial, heart to lung, breath to blood to brain barrier, organ and endocrine system, immunity matrix and blood chemistry update, central nervous system, parasympathetic merge, sympathetic balance triad with vagus nerve. Brain balancing treatment. Ask yes or no. Again, is my physical body and core stabilized to continue? A. Answer is yes, continues step 5. B. Skip. C. Answer is no, stop, apply 7-day physical matrix reconnection program. Continue when yes. Repeated connect to inner core and session calibration protocols. Steps 1-4 until body is stabilized to open field and calibrated to continue session work with HGS template. So step 5, set personal space for energy session. A. First time, set personal space template for all session work. Thereafter, only focus mind to amplify portal protection command. B. Include shadow vortex for removal of shadow elements from your session space. C. Apply core soul protection session for visitors or displaced entities. D. Hold a clear intention for session work with your mental focus. 6. HGS calibration complete. Neutral observer is in place? Yes? So, compassionate witness. Calibration completed. All systems are go. And we will go into empowered self-mastery. Again, empowered self-mastery. Finding your energetic core and remembering your spiritual purpose. Core practices. Technique session. 12D shield building. It is suggested to strengthen your aura and to build your body's energetic strength in order to repel manipulation or obfuscation, which is confusion. Our core support practice is you wake up in the morning, and your first step is to make a daily declaration of your intention to resolve the authority problem between the ego personality and God. And that can be simply stated in these words or words of your own that feel emotionally charged and connected to you, such as, my declaration of intention is to serve my source. I commit to serve my highest power, fully, completely, and totally. I am God, I am sovereign, and I am free. I am the universal citizen, roaming free. We are not going to see how to build a 12D shield. For those who wish to do so, there is a playlist on this channel dedicated to the 12D shield and the Maharic seal. Asking yes or no. When we are learning to communicate with our inner self, we begin by asking our body a simple question, which requires a yes or no answer in return. The body is its own intelligence and has its own wisdom. When we are developing higher sensory perception ability, it is important to pay attention to how you feel and how your body responds to certain energies, vibrations, and questions. In developing this technique, this is our suggestion. Close your eyes and clasp your hands and palms together in prayer position. Breathe in and focus on your heart. Try to imagine the door of your heart opening as you ask to speak to your soul. In your inner vision, ask your inner spirit that resides in your heart the question. Ask a simple yes or no question. When you ask the question, you may also see the item visually and place it in front of your heart to get the feeling of your heart's response. Remember, there is no good or bad or right or wrong answer. You are learning how to discern what is best for you directly and not to judge any response or reaction. When we feel a response that is aligned to us personally, it will feel very affirming, positive, necessary, and open. This is a response that is summed up as a yes. When we feel a response that is not aligned to us personally, it will feel heavy, negative, oppressive, closed, or like bad energy. This response is summed up as no. As you build your higher sensory ability through practice with this technique, your skill will improve. Any technique, when practiced, is like building your spiritual muscle. It gets easier for you to feel discernment and to feel aligned to what is positive for your soul growth. When you get good at listening to your inner spirit, your life becomes synchronistic. As you experience more life synchronicities, you will find you are always led to be in the right place for you. As you review the hexatonal alignment hand chart above, see the larger visual aid graphic on page error. Bookmark not defined. Notice the 3 monadic gold orbs resting on the finger pads of the middle 3 fingers of each the right and left hand. When the being becomes individually activated to align and reconnect with their monadic body, these monadic finger flames extend out of the fingers' ends. If one is not at these embodied frequency levels yet, the HGS user can attune to this activation by applying mental focus, which will assist the session user to continually activate these energies within the fingertips to function. Focus on your hands and intend these middle finger orbs chakras to activate. As you work with the intention and encryption of the HG system, these orbs will be activated as you utilize the HGS template and continue to practice sessions. The process of activations of these monadic orbs in order to use the HGS template as the preferred HSP method is called the three-finger swipe. This higher sensory perception method, although is easier for the more advanced energy session worker, can be used at any part of the HGS Yarush Gamush system template. As well as it is suggested that all of the HGS template session work be encrypted through the user with a three-finger swipe method. These three fingers will be used in quick encryption of the entire HGS template system. This process is included as part of the introduction to the HGS template in the HGS calibration procedures and is listed in the graphic visual aid called Exiotonal Alignment. And now the Core Fear Matrix Removal Program. God Force, my avatar God Self, and my evolution and ascension support team, please install the lattice work of light into my mind grid field and emotional field to remove all fear-based programs. I request the Core Fear Matrix Removal Program. I ask first for a general clearing of all fear-based programs that are hindering my spiritual growth and ascension. I request that my God Self focus on my physical body and ask to remove any and all fear-based programs lodged there. I request that my God's Self clear and heal my etheric body and remove any fear-based programs that are blocking me. I request that my God Self clear and heal my astral body and remove all fear-based programs and spiritual weeds from my astral or emotional body. I request that my God Self clear and heal my mental body and remove all thought forms of an imbalanced and negative nature. I request to clear and heal my spiritual bodies fully, totally, and completely. I ask that the fear programs be completely removed from my spiritual bodies and from the memory records. I claim my self-sovereignty to be free of fear programs now. I am God, I am sovereign, and I am free. During another meditation, apply the clearing through each of your 12 tree-grid spheres. Begin with the first sphere and request the Fear Matrix Removal Program to remove all imbalanced energies and fear-based programs preventing you from achieving your ascension in the first sphere and its chakra. Then do the same for each of the other 11 spheres and their chakras. Do this for 21 days and see what happens. A little bit about the program. The Fear Matrix Removal Program is a divine dispensation from the Creator that allows God Force to actually pull out core fear patterns right out of your subconscious mind and from your body system. You can read more in the page 37 of the manual. Now, replace thought and affirm, I am the power, master and cause of my emotions and mental state. I am the power, master and cause of my emotions and mental state. I am the power, master and cause of my emotions and mental state. Are you ready to put all of this into work? So, From the school chair to the practice field. Here we go. Set up personal space suggested for protection and session work. Step 1. Daily declaration of intention. Resolve the authority problem between ego and God. My declaration of intention is to serve my source. I commit to serve my highest power fully, completely, and totally. I am God, I am sovereign, and I am free. Step 2. AMPM. Practice the 12D shield to learn how to command personal space. The 12th dimensional shield is to protect your body to receive an increasing flow of higher frequencies. The first stage in working with the 12D shield is to achieve the following personal results: to fortify and strengthen our aura and energy field by reconnecting to the Oversoul Matrix and the 12D blueprint, to learn energetic boundaries of our aura and to be able to boundary test discordant energies that are uninvited, to re-imprint the body to physically sustainability and health, achieved by energetic balance, to allow communication links to be restored with spiritual forces and star families, to begin a process of reawakening dormant or damaged DNA, to empower ourselves to reawaken to our true origin, including decoding light language and the hidden history of the human race. After this has been practiced with commitment and dedication on a regular basis, new levels of awareness will begin to emerge. Let this express itself freely and do your best to allow and do not place judgment on any experiences you may have during the process. All of us are unique and may have different variations of experiences. Woo! Opening statement. Beloved God, open all channels of light, clear all light fibers to be fully connected and resonant with the living light code. We set our space in our room with our unity decree. Defender warriors of truth, sovereignty, liberation, the Christ guardian races serving the law of one. From across all the multiverse, we call upon you to join us now. Anchor our space in the sovereign God law. We ask the guardians, councils of our higher selves, evolution support teams, starseed identity matrix. You can also add in the mother arc and much more, aligned to the law of one mission to work together for the highest capacity of exchange of God's infinite light, love, and power in divine right order and harmony. My declaration of intention is to serve my source. I commit to serve my highest power, fully, completely, and totally. I am God, I am sovereign, and I am free. Now please open the 12th dimensional vortex in counterclockwise motion into full expansion in the celestial Christ force of platinum and aurora light. Grid the space entirely in the 12th dimensional pale silver light of Christ. Set the spin accordingly. Calibrate, anchor, lock, and seal in this hologram. Whew. North, south, east, west, earth, sky, and in my heart. We direct the four corners to be sealed in the light of unity and oneness. We are impenetrable and invincible. We ask the aurora forces of our group Avatar of Ascension to anchor this space sacred in the service to the law of one of which we serve. I claim my divine inheritance and self-sovereign God power now. I choose the patterns of perfection now for all human beings. I am the diamond heart now. Diamond heart refers to both the crystal lotus heart in the light body of an higher heart activated human or the crystal heart network that acts as a central hub that directs the many tributaries of energetic current and frequency through the planetary grid network. Many of the Earth's major cities across the globe have been purposely organized and built by the Masons to be centrally populated around the grid system of the Diamond Heart Network. You can find more on the Ascension glossary pages. Now, see the 12D portal spinning outward in concentric circles, opening and expanding around you. I open this session in service to the Law of One and invite the starseed families of oneness to connect and anchor in. As I am God, sovereign and free, I so decree. Please generate a field of divine grace around and within this room, hotel, and land. Please anchor frequencies of unconditional love and forgiveness in these spaces. Please generate blessings to all who enter or dwell in here, human and non-human alike, in the light and service of the one source God. I claim this space and the beings in my care as sovereign and free in the light of God, now and in all ways. Please seal these blessings into permanent installation here. Now designate a space for a shadowy element vortex to clear the breeze. I request your assistance in creating a vortex. Example, in the left corner of the room in the position that I am seated in right now, to be used as an exit point by all shadowy elements. I have 100% desire that all shadow elements within myself, within others around me, and within all plants, all animals, all other beings, all places and spaces around me, clear and transition through this vortex exclusively, like a VIP. I thank all shadow elements for exiting through this transit gate vortex doorway now. And as we do so, we apply our core soul protection and return to rightful owner command. We ask our avatar selves to return all codes, the fire letters, and the jewels, wings, energies, and parts of bodies that have been misdirected, and return them now to the rightful owner in the name of self-sovereignty, higher instated and commanded into presence now. We invalidate the beings by commanding a full dissolution and dissolving them into the one source, God source light, through forgiveness and forgetfulness. Completely heal and seal the personal auric field from any further intrusion. Return all energies and essences that were in divine right order now through the return to rightful owner in God's authority. We call back now all that is ourselves, sovereign, God power, and right. Note: one can apply the core soul protection package to your family of origin or for any beings that you have permission to represent. We can bring those energies of their God self fully here and now. Beloveds, we request now the complete removal of all the Nephilim reversal programs or lower formed energy and misqualified vibrations. Remove all imbalanced matrices, devices, and structures here and now. Further, remove any and all negative entity, negative attachment, negative elemental, negative alien influence, negative karmic implant, negative alien implant, any negative karmic pain traps, any negative manipulation. Now please scan and check my bodies for and remove any mind control booby traps, thought forms, beings, phase disruptors, disease booby traps, holographic inserts, pathogen pullers, or any kind of structure interference, draining our energy through karmic superimposition. And their enslaved devices or programs that are interfering with my free will of expression and self-determination. Clear any ritual, spell, curse, or symbol. Clear any negative past life artifact. Clear any and all psychic attack with any frequency of manipulation or interference. Clear related attacks of vampirism or carding and all negative cards. Remove impacts from negative mass consciousness energy or leakages connecting to the particular programs. Further, for our entire group session, please clear any and all imbalanced or misqualified energies now. We claim the sovereign right and liberation for all persons involved through any timeline or time zone. In the light of God and the love of Christ, we dissolve and clear any and all manipulation, enslavement, or interference with any person, place, or thing, both human or non-human, to be removed, clear, and terminated from any involvement. Clearly stated that we resign any and all involvement in this matrix. We resolve and resign from this game fully, completely, and totally. We are all free from any entanglement, attachment, or disturbance now and forever. Now state your consent and authority. Our authority is taken as the Christ through God's sovereign law of one. We command this space as sacred in the name of God and consecrated to the service of the One Source Light. Entity Transit Portal. Feel if this is guided and appropriate. May not be needed every day. However, is great when you have house guests, or you have been away on a trip and need to clear the house bedroom again. I have created a container to contain these entities and energies, and we now address them fully. All entities and spirits involved in this mind-controlled program polarity game are claimed in their sovereign, God-given right. Oh yes, you have the right to self-determine. You have the right to your own sanity and to choose wellness. You have the right to leave this control matrix and end this game. You have the right to choose, and you are free in God's eternal light. You have two choices: to return to God's light or to a time-space continuum or space of origin. Please choose now. God forces and our avatar self, please assist and transport any and all entities through all appropriate levels of transit as sovereign freedom consecrated to God's source with all intention now is chosen. Thank you. Please seal and end our communication transit portal. It is a pleasure to serve. Now command the law of structure. I decree, from the light of God that I am, that I call forth all things, whether animate or inanimate, within or around me, immediately deactivated from use as directional beacons by those who are not of 100% pure light, are not of the sacred law of unified one. I further command and declare that when this is accomplished, it is irrevocable and permanent. From the light of God that I am, I call forth that no energy, entity, or being are allowed around me at any time that are not of 100% pure light in service of the unified field of one. I command and declare this to be irrevocable and permanent. From the light of God that I am, be it now. I hereby cancel all contract or agreement I have made with any entity, guide, or being in this time frame or any reality that were not in the interest of God, or that were made with beings who were not of the unified field of the 100% light. I declare and command the cancellation of contracts as irrevocable and permanent in all time frames and realities here and now. I state that I am ready to consciously create new contracts now in this new time. I harmonize and hold this space in the name of the One Self, God Self, as witness of one. I seal this into the light of union and wholeness in service to the One Self, myself, God Self. And so it is. Finalize record of statement in time. Completion of session recoding to re-encryption level. Now, please take this through the outer levels, the mind grid, DNA, karmic contract, the core soul level, and beyond. From beyond the moment of self to beyond and through the earth. Transmute the negatives at the moment of self, past, present, and future timelines. Through all dimensions and realities, all chakras and chakra complexes on all levels. Take this through the morphogenetic field and subtle energy systems, all levels and components of our group being, fully, completely, totally, irrevocably, and permanently. Anchor, lock, and seal through the hologram. Anchor, lock, and seal through the universal time matrix. Beloved, we thank you for this opportunity. It is with great joy and reverence that we are home in the diamond heart of God. Our infinite stream of love is you in all ways. And so it is that we seal and end this session into the light of wholeness and union with one God Source. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your daily affirmation, if you so choose to, it is an example that we share with you. If you want to use it, you can say, I am one with God. My body is God's perfect image. And this is 1 hour of session, more or less. If we put this all together and go really fast, I think we can put this structure and make it a 30-minute a day session that you can create your session, one for the morning, the other one for the midday, and the other one for the night. Okay? I don't know. I think that's a wrap. What do you think? Should we go even longer? Can you sustain a dedicated focus of 24 hours meditating? You never tried it? You can do so on one of your free days. You don't have free days? Why don't you start a daily meditation for 24 hours? It's like, why don't you engage in transforming your life into a living meditation? So, to be your life a living meditation, it means that even sleeping, you are meditating and doing so much more things. So here is something to help you on your sleep state, or to heal your sleep state. Night 1. Request God force support in anchoring physical matrix reconnections. Night 2. Request God force support anchoring skeletal and bone matrix upgrade. Night 3. Request God force support anchoring muscular ligament matrix upgrade. Night 4. Request God force support anchoring circulatory and lymphatic system upgrade. Night 5. Request God force support anchoring organ and endocrine system matrix upgrade. Night 6. Request God force support anchoring immunity matrix and blood chemistry upgrade. Night 7. Request God force support anchoring new central nervous system matrix and brain balancing treatment. You still want more? Jesus Christ, you are so like me in this aspect of wanting more. For more, start your meditation structure or use this one. Change some lines of text and work with that and check the results after. If it is better to have a pre-established session structure, or if it is better to create your own structure to work with every day. This structure can be altered in many ways in order to be suitable for you to work with every day. One tends to get bored by the repetitions. That's why I say these words, because I started by using 90 days meditations or core techniques to gain more stability in my entire self, and that can be bored during 90 days saying the same shitty word every day. You change every day, so it is more than natural that you change the words and focus on your multiple parts of your body, physical body alone, and then you can go and see the mind. Yeah, because the mind, it has a structure of its own, and mind, wow, that can be complex, right? So another complex thing is spirit. See, you are always changing, and you can start with a small program of 21 days or 22. If you think that just with 7 days of applying the core fear matrix removal programs, it will be enough, maybe you are just delusion, making yourself stupid by thinking that only 7 days are needed, when each day you're creating new karmic superimpositions, or the system of domination and control is making the best for you to take choices that are not in your best interest. So each and every day you will need to work on various aspects. It's not just for 7 days. And these are just basic guidelines, like I said, for 1 hour of session or 30 minutes. So the day is comprised of 24 hours. If we are just sharing with you 30 minutes that you can introduce in your daily life and see if you have positive results or not, maybe on the rest of your day you can find that there are other several tools out there that are really good in helping you to be the best version of yourself, whatever that means to you. I am only sharing other people's meditation and clearings because my own body of work may be too hard for you human beings. Why I don't like to work with human beings? I am not here to work with human beings. I am here to work with your higher selves that reside inside the morphogenetic fields of the planet and so much more. My mission is rescue of very old souls who got trapped and to audit others who think that are super gods incarnated in human form telling others what to do in their daily lives, like if they were some fucking saviors. They actually are creating some kind of distortion that again, I came here on a rescue mission to rescue energetic beings, very old folks who got trapped here. Some went into a critical state of amnesia so great that they might be incarnating a body, mind, and soul complex in this planet right now, but they don't know what they are and what they are doing here. It is complex. While during this process, I will have to deal with people that by any given reason, their higher selves and me, we entered into a conversation. The human wake up and decided to talk with me. That's the only reason why I will work with humans that are not directly related to me by karmic bonds or soul bonds or earthly mission. I am here to work with things we generally do not see. Not even I see them, but I can relate to them and having actual conversations with them. That's why I find these meditations or sessions in which we don't demand anything, not even from negative ego dark forces. We create transit portal gates in order for them to transit into something else. I don't care if it's better or worse. I just care if it's aligned to the best version of themselves, whether that be very dark, the best version of the dark forces, or the best version of the light forces, or neutral forces. I just don't care. Why? Because I represent God Force, and God Force doesn't care. It gives both energy to all of the different paths. It is what it is. If the negative forces are falling down and we are rising up, correct? So what it is, so much evil and dark in giving them God source light. It's the only way that they are going to heal, right? It's not with demands and telling them to go away. No. They tell you to go away. That's playing their game. That's giving them power. If you just open a portal and say, you can go back to your timeline, to your place of origin, or you can go back to God's source. That you don't know, but is the source of origin and return to by all universal consciousness or energy. Because if we take in account that energy is consciousness and that consciousness is energy, then I think we have more than resolved this issue. Again, it's complex. Again, that's the only reason why why I will work with humans that are not directly related to me by karmic bonds or soul bonds or earthly mission. Okay? That's why I find these meditations or sessions in which we don't demand anything, not even from negative ego dark forces. I must introduce negative ego dark forces because there are dark forces which actually are not violent nor negative. They are just dark, color dark. Should be black, but in this Christiac system there is a pale dark silver light which serves as protection. So there are some beings who may be working for some kind of negative force, but have you thought about it? That they may want to be the best version of themselves? How are we going to do that, right? If we keep on judging them, and if we keep on labeling them as something that they are, but they also chose in this moment of time to get out from that mindset. What they think is that by getting out of that mindset, they one day can return to that mindset because they have been doing that for eons of times, billions of years. So, the thing is, right now, if you take the choice from one side or the other, you're gonna stay on one side or the other. It is what it is. And if you think you don't have the time to do this, well, think it again. Until 2030, more or less, the choice is there. When we reach 2030, let's say 1st of January 2030, we will be already splitted apart. One part of the collective consciousness, one part of the collective consciousness will be living in an entire new world. And the other one, the other part of the consciousness that chooses domination and control and to be on a very low energetic signature frequency, it's with them. They will be there. They will remain there on their low vibratory frequency existence. And guess what? If you have ascended into the best version of yourself, then you will not feel this. This world of domination and control will be gone. There will be, however, a world that was torn apart and needs rehabilitation. Bioregenesis programs. So don't expect it to be like utopian and we are all dancing kumbaya and all of the stuff, you know? I really keep thinking this thing, it's gonna be a very peaceful transition. It is already a peaceful transition. Many are stating, the Third World War, or whatever that means. See, I can even speak it, because just by speaking about it, I am giving energy. And I'm supporting that shit. And I don't want to support that shit. I want to support the First World Peace Declaration for all people of the earth. Yeah, and please make it on the other new world that we are about to get in. We still have some time left to do the works. In that new world, I just hope that money is not there, and that in fact the populations of the earth could be sharing their cultures and resources in equal manner. Because what we want is to, I don't know, protect the planet, make the best for the planet to be the best version of itself. And we know by now that A long time ago, people were taller, buildings were taller, animals were bigger. So, can we go back to that, please? Maybe we can grow some trees that are really tall and strong to house entire families inside while they continue to be alive. You know? Like fucking magic. Yeah, I know. It is really hard to do this mind operation. But just look at the world around you. Everything is falling apart. These systems of power sucking vampires or politicians or corporations or manipulations or there's so much out there that doesn't really work. And this idea that we are fucking up the planet, we are so evil beings. Are we? I think that just 1% of the population is that way. Why? I still retain these memories of how on the 80s we had a better way of managing the resources of the planet. And we were creating less garbage and polluting less. However, we on the 80s were using a lot of corrosive chemicals. And today we are using something that is less effective, less corrosive, but it's still very harmful for everyone in the planet, including yourself first. So, we are almost ending here, and maybe, just maybe, one of these days I will share something of my own. Until then, there are so many good people and so many good teachings out there that I choose to share their work. It's more soft. It's really something that creates shifts in time, and the symptoms of ascension and clearings and reconnection, they are not so harsh. Yeah, because I tend to be a warrior and really strike harder and harder. So, see what I'm choose these teachings, because I also learn from these teachings how to be a little more peaceful, more quiet, more patient, more forgiveness, more compassion, more loving and caring about you out there that I don't see as just some physical human beings. You are actually human angelics that I love very much. It is true. People usually likes to get attached to masters and teachings. I don't like people attaching to me. My service here is to unfold my life mission, and my life mission doesn't include having people attached to me because of what I think, say, or do. You have a mind of your own. I can guide you, but I can never walk the path with you. That is very personal. That's why I share structures and tools that you can use to be the best version of yourself without being selfish while on your path of ascension to be the best version of yourself. So, to close this session, we will use this small excerpt. At the end of 2017, the planet undergoes a precise measurement of the quantum field, which directly impacts the future evolution timelines for all the inhabitants when they move through the consciousness corridor. Effectively, the Earth body will be anchored into new time and space vectors in the future dimension that is located within the 5D frequency band timelines. This shift in location will directly impact the collective consciousness agreement, although many of the population will be unaware consciously that this major shift has occurred. During the bifurcation cycle, the planetary body has gradually undergone subatomic shifting in the lower fields of the particle structure, which forces collapse in lower dimensions and rolls them up as the entities are transited out and the leftover energies merge with the next octave of higher harmonic frequencies. As a result, the point in time and space where the planetary body is located and the time continuum in which we exist as a collective consciousness is being moved into the next harmonic universe. Therefore, the collective consciousness will be subjected to the laws governing the energetic fields in that new space-time. Those of us on the ascending path have already made this consciousness shift beforehand, while we are coexisting on the planet with many, many other people that are still maintaining the lower energies that descend with the third dimensional timelines. So the split in the timelines and frequency schism are existing in parallel to each other. Yet each person that represents either the upward or downward momentum of the energetic spiral is actually located at a different point in the timeline. Their station of identity is located at a different point in the time-space continuum. The collective fields of planets are scheduled to move into the soul timelines of the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimensional fields of the next harmonic universe. For the people on the earth that have not yet evolved to the point where they have dissolved their chakra membranes, the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimensional wave spectrum will gradually replace and become connected into the lower energy centers where the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd chakra previously existed. The position of the soul matrix will fully embody in the core of the human body, eliminating the barriers between the solar plexus and heart. Many of us don't have the lower chakra configurations anymore. While we are existing on the earth plane, this planetary event changes the chakra energy center configuration in the earth and in individual people based upon their spiritual integration and unique genetic arrangement. Excerpt taken from Shifting into Second Harmonic Universe. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Dear beautiful souls, made of love and light. It's a pleasure to share these sessions with you and the time and space. We are Ra, the Yellow Crystal Warrior Kin 116, the Pathfinder, and we love you.